Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Open Up. RC, Mike, I know it's been a long time. We haven't seen you guys in about a week, maybe
about a week and a half.
Maybe a week and a half. If you guys didn't know, I had said last show that I am getting married next month. June 25th is the date.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And this past week, I just went to my bachelor party in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes.
Holy potatoes and chips. Obviously, we already talked. RC had some prior engagements, so he couldn't go, but
I had to miss it.
he had to miss it this time. Hopefully, I don't have to do it any other time. But
Yeah. You don't want to do
neither
it.
you or I.
How long were you gone? You were gone for what? 5 days?
6, I think it was altogether. I was there for a day by myself just to try to acclimate to the 3-hour difference, which didn't work.
And then the party came in.
Yeah, so what had happened was it was me, my best man, and his brother. At that point, that was just going to be us three.
Okay.
We were going to be partying there, and I didn't know that my best man, New York Rob, he actually had my family surprise me the next day to come in, but I didn't notice. So Tuesday, I'm like, you know what? No, he's gonna be here. It's gonna be me and you guys. Let's just party. 5 o'clock in the morning later.
That's what happens. There's no time in Vegas.
Yeah, just laying down my head and kaboom, yo bitches, and my cousin Manny, my cousin Jesus, and my boy Teddy showed up at like 6 in the morning. So it was already just a bad call at that because I figured nobody was coming. So let's just party tonight. We'll sleep the next day. And no, everybody showed up. And,
yeah, that's what you think you're going to sleep the next day.
Yeah, with all the oxygen that they pump into those casinos, you don't sleep.
Did you gamble at all?
I did. I did not do what I wanted to do. I didn't get on a table. I just did the slops. I got up about $350.
Okay.
And then that was it because I think I spent the rest on alcohol.
Yeah, and like every time I go there, I think, I know one time I spent more money in alcohol than I did gambling.
Yeah, and it's funny too because if you're at the slots, you're supposed to get free drinks.
Yeah, you're supposed to, but they kind of avoid you because
they avoid you a little bit, and and like I said, with so much going on, it's really hard to get them to come straight to you. By the time they get to you, you've already lost $50 to $70.
Yeah.
You already want to get up and go to the next
and go to the bar or whatever.
Yes,
Yeah, and that's the thing.
You're walking, so you're just like, there's a bar right there. Boom, boom, 3, 4 it up, and then just continue the motion.
Yeah, so it is a lot easier to just buy the drinks from the bar because if you do wait for the drinks, it takes a long time. And who knows how much money you got losing though, you know what I'm saying? Like you spend $50, then you get a drink. No.
Yes, yeah.
But the problem is last time I went to Vegas, I spent almost $4,000 on alcohol.
Dude, that wasn't even close to
I was there for 3.5 days.
It wasn't even close to what we spent.
It's expensive, man.
Robbie booked a whole pool party. We had our own VIP cabana.
Nice.
And that was, I believe, on Thursday, and I was just so hurt. And then I stayed in the sun for 5 hours in the pool.
That'll wreck you, bro. That wrecks you.
Such a bad... Milk was a bad choice. That's how I felt. I was in the pool with the sun glaring off the water.
And drinking.
Yeah, because we had to get to get the cabana, we had to buy 2 bottles. So we bought 2 bottles of Ciroc. They came with a complimentary platter of food.
Okay.
We have water, which wasn't even touched. That was, again, a bad idea.
Yeah, you forget about those simple things.
The water in your life. And at this point, I did not know, but when we all had booked to go to Vegas, I guess afterwards we have heard that there was a EDC concert there, one of the biggest ones.
Yeah, you told me that EDC concert.
And the amount of people and partying and tents.
Imagine. Where was it? In that fairground area?
No, it was at the Las Vegas Speedway.
Oh, okay.
And they were tented. Listen. I was outside a couple times, and just to know that these people actually were outside in a tent sleeping over, brutal.
I can imagine.
The amount of drugs that were flowing that weekend. Even the pilot.
I love Vegas.
Yes, even the pilot, as we were landing, was saying, "I know a bunch of you are here for that EDC concert, so make sure a lot of water, hydrate, hydrate." Yeah, and that's the pilot. That was the pilot saying that.
He knew exactly what was going on.
Yes, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's not what I'm here for." And man, like I said, it was a great time. It was a great time. Like I said, my cousins surprised me. They took me to a Vegas, this race, go-kart racing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that place. I've been in a place.
I'm going to try to post some. I got a video of, and for like $600, you can jump in this guy's car, and he has a SRT Charger, and he literally takes this course and just drifts the whole thing.
Oh, so you're the passenger?
Yeah, you're the passenger, and you can get in the back seat. That's the only thing I wanted to drive. I don't want this guy to drive. I want to drive. But, yeah, he was literally ripping. I got some videos. Hopefully, we'll post it on the page or some shorts about it. It was incredible. Again,
we'll put those on.
First race, me and my buddy Teddy, we are just speed enthusiasts. So
crash.
Okay, that was
crashing.
Yo, so me and him battled the whole time. He beat me by 1/10 of a second the first. I beat him 2/10 the next time. But you're right, my cousin Jesus. Okay, all right. This is the desert now. This is the desert.
Yes.
So these are gas carts, and they go about 65, 70.
Oh yeah, they're fast.
Okay,
they're quick.
Yeah, they're fast. They're quick. So I'm all on it. I don't hit the brakes. If the wall's there and I need to use it, I'm going. So I'm passing him on the straightaway, which is a good straightaway. So I come around the last turn and I'm yelling, inside. He pulls over because he's slow already. So he pulls over and a gust of wind blew some sand on the track. When I tell you, it was like Mario Kart. Yo, as soon as he touched it, the thing just spun. He went like this and backwards into the wall so hard, bro. Damn. I fell for him, but it was just one of the funniest things I've ever saw in my life.
How many races did you have?
We did 3. We did 3. It was like $100.
Yes, it's
somewhat,
but it's not a bad price.
No, it's not a bad price. And the third race, I was just ripping, and I thought I was, king of the mountain, and I'm sitting there passing everybody. Come around, 2 laps left, and this white blurb just, boom, and I'm just like, what? And I saw it, and it was a girl in a white t-shirt, right? And I'm like, what? I haven't gotten past yet, so I'm just like, let me get on it. So I'm on it, and she's just slowly pulling away from me the whole time, and I'm just like, how can I not catch this girl?
That's what I'm saying. What do you think? I mean, is it because, it's got to be because of the weight, right? You think?
I thought so. So the race was over, we pull in, they gave me all the times, and literally, she blew us away by like almost 40 seconds. She smoked us. And I got up to her, and of course, we're having a good time. So I go up to her, I say, listen, girl, I mean, I was passing everybody and didn't even see her get into a cart to get on the track with us.
How the hell did she get that far up?
She goes, don't worry, I work here. I was like, you
yeah, a little tweak.
Yeah, she was actually practicing because I guess they do a whole bunch of races and circuits.
Okay.
So she works there. I guess she has a great time, and she was. And
she knows the where to tweak
ins and outs and the where to break wide open. And I'm just sitting there, that's like, why can't I catch this girl? Like, what is it about it? And me and Teddy were just on it trying to catch her, and she's just slowly pulling away. And the manhood of my life was like right here until she started to just
decline.
Yeah, until I heard that she started work there, and then it was just like, okay, I'm the greatest again.
Yeah, you got a few tricks. Tricks up your sleeve.
And it was, like I said, it was great experience. That racing day was probably one of the best. You were even races Porsches. They were giving you Ferraris.
Oh, sweet.
The safest car you can go on was the Porsche Cayenne, the minivan. Yeah, even though that's fast as hell.
Yeah, that's fast. It's still fast.
But yeah, it was incredible. If anybody goes to Vegas, you need to try these race cars and just.
Did you go to any shows right there?
We did. There was a show called Fantasy, which basically is Magic Mike for women, with women.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. So the one hostess, she was Hispanic. She sounded just like Christina Aguilera when she sang. Okay. She had those notes, but she was incredible, hilarious. She was the only one that didn't get naked, but by the time the show started, it was just so good. She was fucking fantastic. I'm sorry, she was fantastic. And all the dancing and all that stuff was going on, but it was a really good. You had couples,
but it wasn't
there.
The highlight. Yeah.
No, it wasn't like that. You had couples there, and they were so interactive. Like they brought couples on stage, and was like,
really?
So, what was the kinkiest stuff you did? They were like, what's the kinkiest stuff you did since you've been here? Oh yeah, blank faces. Like the guys were all about it. The guys were all about it. They were like, she tickled my ass, and the women was sitting on stage just going, oh my god. The guys were all about it. They had great times. And like I said, they called me Bruno Mars all day because I had a fedora and a vest on. So they're like, oh, Bruno Mars, hey, come up on stage. I had to dance. It was it was not my toast right there. I had to dance, and they were gonna give me some
on stage.
Yeah, I had to dance on stage. They're like, oh, we're gonna give you a free calendar of all the naked ladies with their signatures. I'm like, where am I gonna put that?
Yeah. What am I gonna do with that?
Yeah, what am I gonna do with that now? I can't bring it home. Jesus, can't put it in the man.
Hang up in my garage.
Right. But again, all in all, it was fantastic. And I know RC's been to Vegas, and anybody that hasn't, you need to try it at least once in your life, just to get it out of your system and go.
I'd say 2, maybe 3 days.
Yeah. Tops 5 days. And 5 days was hard.
Yeah, 5 days is a long time.
5 days was hard. 5 days was hard because the last day was just all recuperation before I had to get on the plane.
Yeah. I mean, once you get there, you start going hard, and then it's,
Yeah, and like you said, it wasn't as hot as you would think it was. For some reason in Vegas, when they have a breeze, since it's so desert, the breeze feels fantastic.
It's kind of cool. It's just that it's that desert sun that's there's no humidity breaking that up, man. No. So like when you're outdoors, you feel like it's hot out.
Yeah, the sun hits you,
but you don't feel like it's cooking you.
Yeah, well, I walked about 5 to 6 miles.
That's the thing. People don't realize, like, if you're walking, because I mean, you're not going to really. I mean, some people you might jump in a Uber or a cab to just go up and down the strip, but
from your hotel to the strip at least.
Yeah, I mean, I've walked that strip a few times.
Oh yeah, we did it about twice.
You're like, oh, it's right there. No, it's not.
No. It looks like it's right there because you can see
30
everything.
minutes away on walk.
Yeah, literally, you got into an Uber and everything was 15 to 17 minutes away from where my hotel was. Yeah, everything was 15 to 17 minutes away. And if you haven't tried In-N-Out Burger, fantastic.
Yeah, I haven't gone there yet. I've heard that's like.
It is just I don't know what it is. They gotta have crack in the burgers.
It's
and I've three things on the menu.
They got it in Vegas. They got it. I think they got it in California.
Yes, California was the first time I tried it. Yeah.
And I've been to California many times, and
you have to try it.
I've never tried it.
And
I always forget about it when I go there.
I don't eat burgers with lettuce and tomato on them usually. But they're just just a cheeseburger, right off the grill, flap it. I don't even eat ketchup.
I gotcha.
Just eat it up. But for some reason, the lettuce and tomato makes it so much more better. I don't even know what it is. Like I said, they sprinkle crack on it because it is that delicious.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I gotta do it.
They got 3 things on an item. It's a burger, cheeseburger, double cheeseburger. That is it.
Oh, that double sounds good.
I
can go for that double.
I went there the night before. We went there and I ordered I just said, let me get 8 burgers to go. We Ubered it there and Ubered it back. 8 burgers and we ate like kings. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. But again, if nobody's ever been, get it out of your system.
Yeah, early. I think you should go. Yeah, it's not the best place. There's other great places, but it's just a place you kind of have to experience.
You got to experience it.
Obviously, if you gamble, it's a great place to go.
Great place if you gamble. I do not. So
weekend with your buddies or even with your wife or whatever. It's still a good place.
And the shows are just incredible.
That's people
incredible.
That's also the other thing. People don't realize it's all about gambling and having a good time, but. They got all those shows.
I mean, Circus du Soleil, but now
incredible.
I was really upset at. Circus du Soleil has a Michael Jackson hologram show now, which we couldn't get in because
I've heard about that.
It was booked 3 months in advance. So it's something you have to book way in advance. We tried to do it when we were there.
No dice,
and
right?
No dice. They say that is one of the best new shows in Vegas. And for somebody that's seen Circus du Soleil, which is just mesmerizing,
Oh yeah, they're incredible, man. Yeah. I've seen one of their shows, and they'll blow you away.
Yeah, and I would have, being a Michael Jackson fan, I would have loved to see that, but maybe next time. And like I said, get it out of your system early because I am 40, and it made me feel 50.
Yeah, listen, I don't really think any age, if you go there and you go hard.
You're young Thundercats, you wake up and go to work the next day.
Yeah, that's true. But that's not just a regular night out in the town in your neighborhood. I think if you go to Vegas with the intention of going hard, I think it's rough for anybody. You know what I'm saying? It is rough. By day 2 or 3, you're kind of used to it. Because that second day, you automatically just pass out and sleep because you're so beat.
There was not much sleeping with me and 6 people we were with. We were just once they got there, it was just over with. I was like, damn it! I thought I could relax one day. No, they got there, and I was just like, I was so hurt. Once I actually fell asleep at dinner.
Yeah,
with a steak fork, it was just like this. Like this, and then we went out clubbing after that anyway. I just needed that 10-minute power nap at the table.
I just can't do it. I was where was I at? When I was last time I was in Vegas. I went to this bar. I want to say it's called Five Below, or it's an ice bar.
Oh,
you walk in and you have to get gloves and a jacket, and you walk in, and the entire thing's full made of ice. You sit on ice blocks with like deer pelts sitting down.
That's great because
all your glasses are made of ice.
Oh, that's gotta be. Oh, the drinks must flow.
And it's pretty cold in there, but it is nice. I mean, if you're hanging out, clubbing, and then go there afterwards, it's a nice little break.
Yeah, they had this one place, Area 51, which it's a big warehouse with all different types of clubs in it. So they almost try
Where's
to go...
that at? Where's that?
It's Fremont, which is old Vegas, now New Vegas. Okay. Where they're redoing everything. They're redoing a lot. But they have a Costco, not a Costco, I don't want to say that, but almost like fake Costco, but it's all fake stuff. You basically go in there and it's to throw you off, and then there's a back door that leads to this incredible club.
Okay.
It's one of those where it's a hidden club inside of a supermarket.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, but they tried to charge you $50 to get in. Damn. And we were like, if we were drunker, we would have.
Yeah, you paid for it.
We would have.
You got to kind of balance your spending on that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
One thing I didn't do that I wish I did, and it's not because it's a strip club, but everybody tells me if you do go to Vegas and you want to see strip club Sahara, I want to say it is.
I'm ashamed to say I've never been to a strip club in Vegas.
I never have either.
I'm ashamed to say that.
But they tell you that for like $200 you get a VIP section. They get you a limo. They pick you up from your hotel.
Really?
And it's over like 4,000 square feet of stripper.
Damn! So it's just like a warehouse a
different
stank.
Yes. I wouldn't say that, but that's crazy. But they tell you that this place is like a fine oil machine. They make over $30 million a year.
Wow.
A year.
That's a business.
That's what I'm saying. So just to know that they are killing it like that, I wanted to see the whole stuff. You can see it on the highway when you're driving. It's it's huge. You can see the lights and everything flashing from the highway.
Oh, it's got the high beams.
Everything. Yeah, you can see that thing from the sky. Yeah. And like I said, I wish I would have just to experience because I did go to one of the dispensaries as well.
Oh, you did?
I did, which was if anybody.
Was it big?
It's huge, but it's huge for no reason. If you're a pothead and you're trying to go in there to get some bud, you're mind blown.
Yeah, after a while, there's too many choices.
It's just too much of it all. Granted, it's fun to look and say, oh, wow, look, you got the Hulk and you got all that stuff you heard, Maui Wowie, back when you were young, growing up. That was great and all that, but again, it's just overload. It's just just so much stuff there. It's just like, what are we doing
100 strands.
Yeah, 100 to 200 different strands. It's
good for this, good for that.
Gummies. Yeah. Yes. And, and the pre-rolls and all that, I was just like, you just couldn't, you have to make a day out of that.
Yeah.
That sounds. It was just so much to even comprehend at one point.
So now, I'm confused. Is Nevada? Do you have to have a card, or is it?
No,
it's legal
it's
now.
It's all legal. You even can walk down the strip smoking now.
Okay.
You know, they don't bother you about none of that anymore. So that,
which
I didn't realize, but they still do smoking in the casinos.
Oh yeah.
I figured that was long gone, done with.
No, except for there, man. That's the best part.
I guess it is because if they did stop with smoking, they'd lose a lot of money.
It would hurt. It hurt business, and they're not about that.
I walked in there, dude. I just walked into a smog of cigarettes, and I was literally choking.
It's got that ventilation, so
it does,
it helps a lot.
I just didn't. I wasn't aware that it was gonna happen.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Smacked me in the face. So I was like, "Oh my god, you can smoke in here!" And I just see people just. And I'm like, "Oh," I thought they did away with it, but again, I could see how it would hurt if people had to walk out to smoke. You're killing your gambling. You're killing about $100.
That would never happen in a place like that. You know what I mean? I mean, even at the airport, when you go to the airport,
they even have in the bed.
That booth,
dude.
That's the death booth.
Yes, dude. When you walk by and the doors open, you're just death of blood. You cannot breathe.
It's all smoky there. You're like,
you cannot.
Is anybody in there?
Yeah, you cannot breathe. You walk by there, you're literally like this. Just let's run by. That's exactly how
you don't even have to smoke a full cigarette to go in there. You go in there and you're gonna get
you
hit
can
with
just
nicotine.
get the nicotine hit. You just literally walk in, walk out, and you're good for 2 days.
It's gonna hurt you, man. Yeah. I was actually in that booth, and I was in there for 2-3 minutes. I was like, I can't even take it.
Yeah, my eyes.
And this is when I was smoking.
And I bought a brand new pair of contacts to go down there. Don't do it, anybody. The dryness. First off, as soon as I left the hotel, it was just like, and I was like, can I peel my eye open? Literally, that's how dry it was over there.
Would you take them out for the rest of the trip?
No, I had to literally buy like 3 of those re-wetting drops because I kept leaving them back. Yeah, every 10 minutes. It's like, hold on, time out. Hold on, time out. But yeah, that's how dry it is. It was, It was incredible. Like literally, within seconds, it was just sucked up dry. And
it's pretty great.
If you do have those allergies, and it's just so dry. It is. But again, the good thing about that is that you don't have to be outside.
Yeah,
most everything's inside.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool inside. They keep the AC in that place, man. Everywhere you go.
Yes. And that's
it's so nice to escape, except for obviously the pools, but it's outside.
Yeah,
I mean, what do you
and we
do?
went to this fantastic pool party. Like I said, it was just beautiful, and it was just daytime. That was just the worst part. If we would have went to a night pool party, it might have been better.
Yeah,
but that
it
day
depends.
it was great. It was a fun time, but Jesus, the sun. Until I realized it was too late. The sun had just killed me.
You lose track of time. You get there 10, 11 in the morning, and you just start going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Before you know it, it's
Clutch. There was a Denny's downstairs in the hotel.
Really?
Yes, right downstairs. Right downstairs is Clutch. I'm talking Clutch. I'm talking Clutch. 24 hours, literally you save lives. Denny's that week saved lives. I
can imagine, man. That place is probably banging with business.
Oh, they have to be. I mean,
And it's over 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you go there, just... I was literally hash browned up. I had browned and egged up all the time. It was fantastic. But again, I just wanted to let you guys know, get it out of system, do it early, don't wait till it's too late.
So you highly recommend?
Of course.
Of course.
If you've never been there, you have to try it.
Yeah, of course.
You have to try it. But let's get back to the real side of the news. And I know everybody's heard of the horrific shooting in Texas.
The 2 of them in the last, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
3 weeks?
Yeah, we had the Buffalo one, and then, now we have this Texas
that thing in Texas, yeah.
Yeah, which is, I mean, just to bring it up, it breaks my heart. This morning I saw on my news feed, they had numerous reels of the passing kids that have lost their lives.
Okay.
And it's just to see 14 and a teacher. I mean,
yeah. I thought it was 2 teachers.
It might have been 2 teachers.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's terrible.
It's just terrible.
It's terrible.
I want to reach out to everybody, and I want everybody to reach out to anybody I mean, you gotta wonder now. I mean, is it this bad that you can't send your own kids to school?
You know what's crazy though is that you just don't know, where it's going to happen. And obviously you don't want it to happen, but you just don't know. One day it's in New York, one day it's in Texas, and and obviously I hate to say this, but something might happen again. And all you keep hearing is gun laws, gun laws, gun laws. That person broke every single gun law there was. So the gun laws didn't do nothing for that person.
It didn't, and you don't even. And what does the gun laws got to do for the kid's parents? Maybe it was probably the kid's parents. They went by the book. They went and did what they did diligently to own a gun. Obviously, they didn't protect it in their own house as they should have, because again,
see, and it comes down to individual responsibility.
Exactly. I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but again, with everybody with the gun laws, it's not about the gun laws.
It's not about the. There's actually a lot of gun laws. You try to buy a gun, your background checks, all that stuff you have to go through. And like, well, the shows and all that. No, listen. If the person wants to get a gun, they're going to get a gun.
Yes.
It doesn't, because they can go to Mexico.
They can go to the streets.
They can go to their inner city.
Yeah.
In LA or Chicago or Atlanta or New York.
Anywhere, and you can pick them up off
you
the
can
street.
buy an illegal gun. You know what I'm saying? Which are more prominent than the people who don't. Yeah. So now that person can have an illegal firearm, and they, obviously who knows what they're going to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So cutting people off. So that's why I think there should have. People, keep saying you should arm the teachers and all that.
It's hard to do.
I'm kind of like this, but they need to maybe have security. Maybe there should be.
Well, they
security
most
in the
of these
school.
Newer. I mean, granted, these there's not much of them that have it, but now they have these locked from inside. I just saw the news. They had they're now $400,000 worth of. Security windows and doors, key fobs for the teachers, that if they notice something, they hit a key fob that alerts the school and shuts every door. Now, even the doors to the classrooms, they're doing that too now. And now they had just shown a demonstration where if, God forbid, a shooter did get into an elementary school, all the doors are locked, so he is pertaining just to staying in the hallways.
Yeah.
And now most of these hallways are now getting smoke bombs. So if they know exactly where he is, they press initial buttons where he's at, and all it does is just smoke bomb him until he can't breathe and he can't see, which would allow for authorities to come inside and rush him with as less casualties as you can. Don't care about the shooter. Take his life if you need to.
Yeah, that doesn't eliminate that threat immediately. And I think and what's crazy is you got all these type of technologies coming up to prevent that, like you just said.
Yeah.
But nobody implies them until something happens. Yeah, and these things aren't made until something happens.
Exactly.
So
that's the problem.
Obviously you never want that to happen ever.
Yes,
I
am all for that. I don't want to be a country I don't want to even be a person that says I'd rather something bad happen for us to make
for the innovation. Yeah, no.
I'd rather let's take the change, and
but
if it doesn't happen, what the hell?
What the problem is? It's because they say, it's never going to happen here.
Yeah,
we're not going to spend the money.
Yeah,
so that's what it comes down to.
Yes.
It's not going to spend the money until it does, and then. Now that, if that does happen and you didn't spend the money, now it may never happen there again.
So, and the problem that I have is it's so random.
It is. That's the scary part.
Yeah, it's so random that, like you said, you just don't know what to do anymore. And of course, like the governors and the senators that can help out. It's not like it's one of their kids or one of the schools that their kids are even going to. I feel like it's more public.
Yeah, of course. I think because it's and the reasons why I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what the reasons are, and it's probably just something that's hopefully doesn't happen anymore. But that's wishful thinking, and I hate to say that.
Your lips to God's ears.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but I think there needs to be other steps to, like I said, people are arguing for teachers to carry guns.
I just can't see you putting a gun in a teacher's hand that doesn't want it.
That's what I'm saying. And what if it's left? I mean, there's all kinds of what ifs.
Yeah.
But how about security guards?
Yeah, I would say
that's a key.
I mean, and you look at it from the other side. You are now giving more job opportunities.
Yeah.
You're giving more job. If you can get 10 security details in each school, I mean, first off, nobody should be able to walk into a school from the front door.
Yes, that's true too.
That's just it, because once they're in, that's half the battle lost.
It's great because like my daughter's school, there's a person sitting at a desk facing the doors, and they have to be buzzed in.
You have to be buzzed. I just don't understand why it's not like that everywhere.
Because not all schools are new. They're old schools. They'll give you a list of reasons.
I understand that.
Because they never.
Something's got to happen.
They don't think this type of stuff will ever happen.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We're already seeing notions of it happening. And the problem I see, it might not happen. My question is, where is it going to happen next?
That's
the problem I have. My kid just finished school. Just finished school 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And and this comes up. The first thing my fiance wants to say is we're keeping our kid at home for school.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Do you
I feel like
but
I feel like public schools or being out with other kids helps.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
So much better than he could being in solitude by himself in front of a computer for 8 hours.
Yeah, and you know what? You're going to see stats for that kind of stuff is going to come out soon because of this whole pandemic.
Yeah.
All these kids being home. You're going to start seeing, it'll take a few years for the data to come in, but you're going to see a huge difference in all these kids this last 2 years being home compared to kids that were, going to school.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it does negatively affect them.
I believe it does 100%. I know I couldn't do it. I know when I was in school, the only reason I stayed in school that long and did good is because I had people and friends there.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah, I mean, just to know that if I had to wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and just stare at a computer.
That's what I'm saying. And if you, I don't know if you're...
I'm not learning anything.
Online learning or homeschooling, if you're homeschooling, that's like, what if both parents work?
Exactly.
You're not there to help. Do you come home at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon and start school and kind of cram it in 2 hours?
Exactly. And then like you said, now you're just trying to speed learn. You're just trying to get them to learn it and pass them through like cattle. We don't want that. We want our kids to enjoy everything, experience more, see what other people learn. I mean, by himself and, with an adult on the side, you're going to learn, yes, but it's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be as efficient as
I don't believe
out
so.
in the world learning. It's
I don't believe
it's
so.
Sad. It is.
It is.
And I want to give my condolences out to anybody that's been affected by any of these tragedies that is obviously happening in our world right now that shouldn't, but
they're unnecessary.
And just to think that kids, helpless kids.
Yeah, it's
all they do is grow and learn.
It shocks me on why
you must be weak and to try to fight the weaker because you can't do it to anybody else.
Yeah, I know. Or are you trying to prove a point? I mean, I don't know. Like who when you're
we're not psychologists. We can't get.
We don't know psychologists, so
we're just trying to spitball here.
It's 1,000 reasons.
Yeah, and it's just a horrible. A horrible thing that happened. Nobody ever. I mean, the worst thing in the world is to be a parent and have to go through something.
Yeah,
like
of course. Yeah, that's absolutely terrible.
And then I even heard. I just saw on my newsfeed again that I don't know if it's true or not, but one of the husbands to one of the teachers that was shot and killed.
Okay.
Just recently died of a heart attack.
Oh wow.
Now, could that have been from the trauma of him knowing he lost his wife? They didn't have any kids together, but they said 2 days later he had a heart attack and died.
You just don't know, and it's very possible.
Yeah, exactly.
It's something that you can't rule out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I would do if I lost. God forbid. I don't know what I would do if I lost anybody in my family.
Well, I know this guy from Germany, and he lives over here now. And he said there's many school shootings in Europe.
Yes,
and there's no gun law.
No, there's not.
So how is that the law helping? It's not helping.
We have one here and still not
It's
helping.
an individual issue, and you don't know. And the hard thing about it is that you don't have some kind of computer system or, looking over and say this is the person who's going to cause you trouble, because you just don't know. And that's the biggest problem. So the only thing you can do is be prepared in the best possible way that you can.
And like I said, I didn't touch a gun until I was about 14 years old. And when I held the gun, my father showed me, and my father is a retired FBI agent as of now, but he was active when he had showed me how to use a gun. And to this day, I mean, I go shooting, but that initial bang bang when you go over there, these kids now that are grabbing guns, do they know everything about it? My dad showed me everything, where at the point where I was able to shoot a gun, I didn't want to.
Well,
I was more scared than anything else.
Well, was this shooter in Texas? Was he a kid, or how old was this person?
I know he was a teen. He was young.
Okay.
I heard that he had first shot his grandmother, and then went to the.
What about the guy in Buffalo?
He looked like he was young. He looked like he was young from the video that they showed of him.
20s, maybe?
Oh, no, not even. I would say teens. Teens, maybe 21.
Okay, so
it's still, he had golden hair. He was, like I said, the video just showed him from behind getting, arrested and put in handcuffs.
Yeah, I'll have to read up on that story to see how old these people are.
To
get an idea. And now you can kind of see where it's not so much an exact pattern, but you're seeing the type of age. And what's, what I'm saying? And it's like how, so the real question is, and everybody asks themselves, how do you stop this? And like I said before, everybody's frustrated and doesn't want this to ever happen, which none of us do. No. But the first thing, they're angry, and the first thing to lash out is at the gun laws. We need tougher gun laws. We need tougher this. Like I said, in Europe, you're not allowed to have a gun. And it's just as many as we have here, if not more.
Yeah.
So that's not the answer. The answer is being prepared, because you don't know, just like in the military, we always prepare for things that may or may not ever happen. Exactly. You have to prepare.
And like I said, my father told me, man, if you shoot a gun, there's two things that are going to happen. You're going to kill somebody, or you're going to get killed. So weighing that 50-50 chance if you're going to kill somebody or you might get killed, I mean, just the I don't want to say balls, but just that enough for that kid to just walk in there and start shooting.
Or he's at the point where he doesn't care. So why did he get to that point?
That's what I'm saying. We'll never know. We'll never know. Especially for this, we'll never know. Yeah. Because that one didn't make it.
I wish there was. I wish there was more way to gather all this data to kind of like maybe get an understanding of why this happens.
Yeah, and maybe you guys can comment. Let us know what you think. I mean, for me, I feel like whippings need to be necessary. I don't know if it's something to that.
Discipline is huge. Discipline. And I believe in it. Discipline's huge. But there's going to be somebody out there who's like, that's not the way to go.
Of course, there's going to be thousands of people like that.
Just talk to.
But maybe that's the way to go. Talking obviously doesn't work, because you see these kids that just run rampant now around the world.
Well, how about you know who your kid is and figure out what to do.
Yeah,
some kids are good. You don't have to whoop them
unless he is trained.
But some kids you do have to whip. And so and I'm not saying it's always the answer.
Yes, I mean you're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to figure it out quick.
You got to pay attention to your kids.
We don't want any of this happening again. Figure it out. If you need to beat them, then beat them. If you don't, you can talk to them, then talk to them. If there's some other way, but do it. Discipline these kids to have the fear in their heart to know if I pick up a gun, something bad is going to happen and it's not going to be okay.
Exactly.
And that's what it needs to be.
Because they're just blocking it out and doing whatever they want, and they don't even care about the consequences.
No.
Or if they're in a suicidal mission,
they want to blame everything else, but numero uno right in front of you.
Yeah.
You want to blame everything else, like you said, the gun laws and all this.
That's the first thing everybody lashes out on.
And let's look at the problem. Let's look in the mirror. Look at the problem. It's right in front of you. Figure out how to make it better, and just work on that. But again, guys, I would love to hear what you guys got to think about it. I know everybody's gonna have some ill words because obviously nobody ever wants something like this to happen in anybody's life.
But we have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it because it's happening.
There might be a good idea or some good solution come out of it. You don't know.
You don't know until we spitball and fire away.
Yeah, so that's the thing. So if we make it aware and nobody just blocks out, I think the more it's talked about, the more we can figure out how to prevent these things.
Yes, again, I am all for the way of let's find out something now so nothing happens later on. Nothing bad happens later on. Let's not wait till somebody is truly, affected in ways you don't want to be. Let's figure it out first and hope for the best.
Yeah, I agree. That's it.
But if you guys like the conversation, hit that like, smash the share, subscribe, but definitely at least leave a comment. Anonymous, anything. Let's talk about it. I want to know what you guys think, and I want to know what you guys are feeling. Because if you were in me right now, you'd see how mad I am of this whole situation.
Yeah, send in your thoughts on especially something like this.
Yeah,
which way you think this should go.
Yep, and we'll talk about it. Like we said, open it up. We'll open up the conversation for you guys. Let's open it up for us. We all got some good things to talk about.
That's right.
All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. We'll be back. We're not going anywhere until next month, where the wedding is.
Yeah.
But we'll still be live. We'll still be listening
See you in a few
to
days.
anything you guys want. All right. Thanks, guys. See you there.
See you later.